idea because I drive very carefully.
It was great, believe me when I tell you.
Oh dear, that's very funny. So the new book that you're coming out with, that you're writing now, that's going to be just about your near-death experience, or you're going to bring that into like the philosophical world of what you...
It's
Those books are very popular.
I haven't completed it yet, but it's kind of based upon what was told to me while I was in the other place, wherever it was. Mm-hmm. I was told, "Go back, George. It's not your time yet," and that kind of made me think. That statement alone goes against. I mean, I happen to be Catholic, and yeah, everything that we've ever learned in church. That one statement pretty much goes against everything. That everything you do is via your own free will, and I mean, I didn't have free will to die. I was told to go back. It's not my time. Well, in fact, I have that at the very end of this book. That statement.
Yeah. Well, are you saying that that your Catholic upbringing didn't believe in free will?
Didn't what?
Didn't believe in free will?
No, it did.
Yeah.
It did, but yet I wasn't given a choice. I was told that I had to come back.
You were rejected from
Yes, I was rejected from heaven. That's a good way to put it. I have to remember that. Put it in the book.
Yes, yeah, that'd bother me too. No, but it's not your time, so yeah.
Well, I have that at the end of this book. I said, now I know why.
But you know, so many incidences in our lives, if we look back, it wasn't our time. You know, you weren't in the subway when when an explosion happened, or you weren't, you walked across the street right before the bus went out of control. And
yeah, but it's not only large things like that in your life. It's a lot of small things, I think, also, where you could take a path to the right or to the left, and it's still your choice which way, but maybe you get a little bit of prodding to go one way or the other. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason. I mean, it could be for selfish reasons. It could be because it's an easier way. But anyway, I'm not finished with that book yet. Still working on it.
I can imagine, yeah, I can imagine. I love books about time travel where they're all fiction, of course, or maybe they're not, I don't know, but they're basically fiction, and the characters who go back in time, the big question is, will what I do here change what's in the present that I left?
Yep. Yes. Very. That's a great question. Unfortunately, we can't answer that while we're here.
Well, I think I was talking to my son about this, basically about near-death experiences and people having these experiences and coming back, but also because they're sent back, they can't really tell us what death is about. Yeah. So we still don't know what death is.
Well, no, and there's a reason for that. And the reason for that is, and I have this in the book, is that there are no words in any language on the face of the earth that can truly and honestly describe how you feel, what you go through, and what it's like. I mean, you can get close. You can speak about, unencumbered love, or put it that way. But it's not even close.
Yeah. Well, that's a question that you're going to answer in your book.
Well, I'm going to try, but like I said, there's no words that you can describe it properly, give it the proper description that it deserves.
Yeah, I can imagine. But getting back to the concrete, mundane things about books, how are you marketing this book? Besides you sold the movie rights and whatnot, does your publisher market for you the sales of the book? Do you do book signings?
I did. I had a book signing in Huntington at the Huntington Book Review about a year ago, and I was surprised. I thought, maybe 25 people show up, and almost 100 people showed up, and they sold the book out while I was there. I had another one at Barnes & Noble in Manhasset. I'm on Twitter. The book is in a lot of libraries and the bookstores. I've had people contact me from universities who have read the book that want to interview me to speak about who are involved with labor relations and things like that. And then just this past week, I got an email from two fellows, one from MIT. I don't know where the other gentleman is from. They're going up to where that plane crashed on May the 8th to see if they can find anything up there that's of value to discover the cause.
That would be interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, finally an investigation into that plane crash. My latest book is about a plane crash too.
Okay. Well, yours is fiction, right?
I like the world of fiction.
It's as you know, it's a completely different style of writing. Totally different.
Yeah, well, but I mean, basically all of my books are fiction, but they're all based on history and science. So there's a bit of truth somewhere in those books.
Well, my novel, when I wrote that, was my first fiction book first fiction anything that I've ever written. And it took me a while because I had to go back and realize what people look for. I knew, because I like to read fiction myself, and I knew what people look for, but I didn't have it in the original draft. So I had to go back and just redo the whole thing several times.
Yeah. Well, as a writer, when you go from book to book, you actually do, you learn more about writing.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, that's everything in life, right?
Yes, without a doubt.
Do a lot of pilots contact you through email or Twitter or whatnot about this book?
Yes. I do. We have an Eastern radio show that airs every Monday evening.
Wow.
It's ealradioshow.com. It's a computerized radio show. And we have a lot of pilots who call in there. After they've read the book, I've received a number of emails from a lot of different pilots who have read it, saying how much thank you for finally providing me with an answer as to what happened to my life in a lot of cases.
Yeah, so you've done a service, and I wish you all the luck in the world to find somebody to finance your book, because I want to see the movie.
Yeah.
It was great having you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
No.